Welcome to the Blue Corner. My name is Dennis, and it's time for my October 2021 collection update video. This time I have 18 titles to show you guys, both Blu-ray and 4K, but I also did pick up some CDs this month, but I've decided to keep my CD pickups exclusive to Instagram, so if you care about that at all, you know where to go. So I only have 3 Blu-rays this go around, and the rest being 4K, sorta. So let's just start with the Blu-rays. First up, I picked up Cuffs from Shout Factory. Yeah, Shout Select. Now, this one and Gleaming the Cube was the 2 Christian Slater movies I saw over and over and over back in the day. I loved those 2 movies, and I never had this on DVD as far as I remember, and I did have Gleaming the Cube on a bad Danish DVD. Where's the Blu-ray for that one when we're on the topic? But yeah, as soon as I saw this one coming out, I had to get it. It brings back a bunch of fond memories. I was a big Christian Slater fan growing up, so of course I had to get this one, and I still enjoy it to this day. This was not one I was afraid to put on again, hoping if it would hold up or not. From MVD Rewind number 18, I picked up Boogie Boy, or Hard Proof as it was called here in Denmark. I hate when we get releases and they replace one English title with another English title. Thankfully, they have stopped doing that for a lot of titles since Blu-ray started coming out, but they still do it now and again. Didn't care all that much for this back in the day when this originally came out. Being a young martial arts fan, having Mark Dacascos not doing martial arts, yeah, that didn't fly all that well back then. But now, not expecting that, having grown up a little bit, I actually do like this movie. This is one of the better movies he's done that doesn't include martial arts. And thankfully, I haven't fallen into the trap of collecting the number collection. And then from Vinegar Syndrome, I have another title in this pickup in 4K that was the one I wanted, but because I didn't just want to get one title, I had to get at least one more so I could justify the shipping. Shipping to Denmark from outside the country isn't cheap, so I scrolled through their website and came across Resurrection. I've scrolled by this movie quite a few times and didn't pay much attention to it because I didn't recognize the cover at all, and I guess the title didn't really stick out to me. But as soon as I really looked into what it was, I did remember this movie, and I do remember the Danish DVD. We never had a Blu-ray release of this here. So I remember it being a movie much like Seven, a little twisted. I decided I would give this another try, not remembering it all that well, and I still haven't. So, yeah, surprise, surprise. See, still not the artwork that the Danish DVD had, but not bad artwork. And he's coming. Who's coming? Well, I guess you'll have to watch the movie to find out. Then into the 4Ks. The first little stack here, Danish titles. Some of them I picked up full price because I wanted to complete the collections they were in, or franchises they belong to, however you want to put it. But the first one was Unbreakable. I had no problems paying full price for this. This was a day day one purchase. I was rather surprised when this one got announced for 4K titles. And Split and Glass isn't released by Disney. This one is. Disney has nothing to do with the other two movies. They have 4K releases. So, and since Disney was the owner of this title, I never expected us to get this one on 4K. So them putting this one out, let alone a Danish title, surprised me quite a bit. This is one of my favorite Bruce Willis movies. It's up there on the list. So I was really happy that we got this. And like I said, day one, I was there. So in my last update video, you saw me pick up 2, 3, and 4 of this franchise. So with the first one not being included in any of the sales, I had to pick up Jurassic Park at full price, sadly. But it's still the best in the franchise, so I guess I can use that excuse. Ninja Turtles, didn't pay full price for this one, but I decided to get it because some time ago Brian over at Classic Movies gave me the sequel, wrote to me and asked if he could send me something, and that was the 4K of the sequel for this. I did have the steelbooks, but again I sold the steelbooks, so I had the 4K he gave me and decided, well, I had to get the 4K of the first one. I do enjoy the sequel more than this one, but I still have fun with both movies. Put them in the right order. Blade Runner. This was a sale item. Yeah, that was 3 for 2. I have 3 titles I bought. So I bought the Blade Runner, or the first Blade Runner. Sadly, this is only the final cut. We don't have the other editions on 4K. And I love this movie. It is one of my favorite Harrison Ford movies. I'll still pick Star Wars over this one, but I actually do believe I'll take Blade Runner over Indiana Jones, to be honest. I love the Indiana Jones movies too, but I'll still go with Blade Runner. So of course I had to pick up the sequel too. Another movie that I really enjoyed. It took way too many years to make this one, and sadly it does seem like it was too many years too late, because this didn't do all that well. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie, and I still want another sequel. It does sound like that we are getting a sequel TV show, but I doubt any of the original actors from this one will return, so I don't know if I'm on board with that one. And I did see this at the cinemas day one, and I was the only one in the room. Granted, it was the afternoon, but yeah, I was the only one on day one. Warcraft. I remember playing the original first 2 games way back when and quite enjoyed them. I've never played World of Warcraft, not even once. Didn't look like one I would enjoy all that much, so I never even bothered. So I don't know much about the entire Warcraft story. So yeah, I actually like this movie. I would not mind a sequel to this at all. Sadly, I highly doubt that we are ever gonna get that. And sadly, it doesn't have a real ending. And slipcover. Again, a universal title. They do slipcovers for some titles and not for others. I don't know the logic behind that. But yeah, great. No, not great. Fun action movie. Put it on. turn up the volume. Have fun. And next, the final Danish title, Fast and Furious. The only one to this date, I've still not seen this included in any sale. All the other Fast and Furious movies, plenty of sales, even the latest one. This one, still full price. I don't get what the deal is with that. So I have to pay full price, since I had the rest and I wanted to complete it. This is still... is this still my favorite of the bunch? I don't know. I might have to rewatch. 5 is pretty good too, but then again, of course, The Rock's in it. That's where he comes in. But yeah, I think I'll still take the first one. From America, it's just Vinegar Syndrome Resurrection Blu-ray I picked up because this was the 4K I wanted. I have booked get it? Bug. I have booked a few people about this release, or the Blu-ray release that Olive Film put out several years ago. I had a friend that had this on VHS back in the day that I borrowed quite a few times and always had a fun time with it, and then for whatever reason totally forgot about it. And when I found out Olive Film had put out the Blu-ray, I wanted to rewatch it. But at that time, the Blu-ray was already long out of print. I guess it didn't stick around for all that long. And the few times that I found it on eBay, it was always between $80 and $120. As much as I wanted to rewatch the movie, I wasn't paying that much for it. So I was pretty happy when Vinegar Syndrome announced this, and the fact that we got a 4K title of it surprised me even more. So yeah, I had to pick up Ticks. It's a fun little creature feature, and I love that artwork. That's great artwork. And she'll have it on the backside. This is the full limited edition. So first it has a thick slip case, as you've seen now, and it has a slip cover. I would have just gone with the slip cover had the other artwork been on here. This is just the old artwork. I don't like this artwork all that much, but yeah. And then the artwork I do like on the case, and this one alternate artwork on the other side. So, great edition. Really surprised to see this on 4K. From Scream Factory, I picked up Halloween. Good movie, great movie. The fandom of this franchise has ruined the franchise just a tad for me, but I still enjoy them. I did have that big box set Scream Factory put out several years ago. A former boss of mine bought it for me, and I was lucky enough to sell it before these got announced. So I had that big box set. I had 2 steel books, and I sold the box for just around $300. So I had no problems picking up these 4K titles. And hopefully we do get more, because so far we only have 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5. The worst artwork of them all. It looks stupid, that artwork, but yeah, hopefully we do get more, and hope since even though I don't like this artwork specifically, I do hope they continue so they match if we do get more. And then the 2 big box sets for this go around, as you might see missing from above me. First, Children of the Corn from Arrow Video. Yeah, not a great franchise, but I still have fun with them. And who can pass on a great Arrow box set? So first, poster. Thick booklet. I did have the first Children of the Corn on Blu-ray from Arrow with the slipcover and everything, but since this one was a 4K, I decided to grab it. Sadly, I can't just take the slipcover, put on this, and put it in the box. that would have been pretty cool. Sadly, 2 and 3 are Blu-rays only. I don't know why they decided to do it like that, but I'll still take it. They could have released them on their own or used the same format for all. But I guess they had their reason. And then the final box set this go around. Underworld. The complete, oh well, it doesn't say complete, limited edition collection. Little dusty. So, US version of Underworld, and then see, it might, just like Tiggs, it does have its own box, and each edition have own slipcover. So let's just go in order. Underworld, I'll still say this is a good movie. I don't love the franchise. I like the franchise. Not all movies are good at all, but at least the first Underworld, I still say it's a really good movie. And I do like that artwork more than the slipcover. Underworld Evolution, still a good movie, and I do actually like that artwork more than the slipcover too. Underworld Rise of the Lycans, the prequel, still an okay movie, and that's the artwork I know from the standard editions. Underworld Awakening, this is where it's really started going downhill. Not great, okay, not bad, just okay. And then finally, Underworld Blood Wars. That's the same as the Danish edition. I showed off the Danish release of this one in one of my previous updates, and this is the only Underworld movie that we have on 4K in Denmark with Danish subtitles, no less. Underworld 1 to 4 in this set has Danish subtitles. This one doesn't. Why do it like that? Why make at least two separate discs of the same movie when the disc is region free and could go anywhere in the world? I can't see that being a benefit to anybody having to do multiple discs. Why not just make one disc, put all the subtitles on, and release that throughout the world? And again, the first 4 has Danish subtitles. Why not release those here in Denmark too? It doesn't make much sense to me. But enough of that. This was the end of the video. Please do hit the like button. Please subscribe if you want to. And until next time, thanks for watching. Peace out.